Hello, everybody. So serious video today, and it's not like a misleading. Don't expect there to be sort of like a gotcha here. It's not supposed to be like a misleading title or misleading thumbnail. I'm just going to get right into it. If you are aware of the channel and you've been following the channel, you know that we have a figure that's in production right now called Flipboard that we ran a campaign for. It was a blast, and we got a lot of support from the community. And I do want to say before I dive into this has nothing to do with delivery of the figure, okay? I know in light of what I'm about to say, that might seem minuscule to, the big picture and the weight of what I have to say, but I do want to assure people that backed us, that supported us, that trusted us, that we are delivering on schedule, and there's nothing that's going to no content from what I'm saying here is going to be impactful in that sense. But I do want to say that one of our team members, Ryan, who went by Renders Effects, by his choice, by his choosing, we would always call him Renders Effects. That's sort of like the moniker that he went by, sort of like how, I go by Mad Hatter and stuff like that. A few days ago, he is a sculptor of Flipboard. He's the main sculptor of Flipboard that kind of brought those images to life. He passed away a few days ago, and I said that to, number one, put that out there just in fairness to everybody who has followed his work, everybody who's followed him on the channel, everybody who has invested in Flipboard and then by proxy invested in him. I think it's, number one, it's only fair and it's only right. But I'm going to be short on details because A, I don't know all the details, and B, out of respect to his family and his kids and everybody that he has in his life, I'm not the one to expound on any of that. I'll allow them to. I won't allow them. I'm just saying my piece in terms of what I know, and out of respect to them. If you do know, if you want more details, you'd have to go through those channels. But yes, he did pass away, and this is everybody on our team in terms of like Flipboard is kind of like taken aback. We're all sort of in shock. We're all just processing this. We had wrapped up that campaign. He delivered all his work, which was great. It was beautiful. I truly do believe that even though this was a hard road, which any kind of creative endeavor is always a hard road, okay? It's always, it's an EKG, okay? If it's smooth sailing, I don't believe you have a good product. We all went through a lot, and he specifically went through a lot. I mean, he busted his ass to put these out. And I do think that he is artistic even beyond his own experience, which is a great loss, I think. And I truly believe that he was also just getting started, which hurts me the most. But yeah, he, great guy, gentle guy. He's a father and husband, and this has impacted all of us and a lot of people in the toy community. If you follow other channels, you do know him. I met him through Jay from Geek Tad Life. When we were talking about Flipboard, the way I met Ryan is he submitted some art to Jay, and Jay contacted me and he said, hey, I don't know if you know, but aren't you guys looking for like a sculptor for Flipboard? And he said, yeah, I was like, yeah, we had interviewed a few people, and we're kind of like thinking about who we're going to go with. We haven't decided yet. And then he's like, well, let me show you what this guy did. And he showed me this drawing or the sculpt. I'm calling it a drawing, but it's a render of what Ryan Ryan did, and it was cool. And then I talked to him, and he was very enthusiastic. He was very humble. He was very gracious, and again, he was talented. He had a lot of talent. He had as much talent as I think anybody in terms of getting started. And Flipboard was like a big deal to him too. And it should have been a big deal. I mean, this was essentially his first figure, and it's, you know, I mean, printing off thousands of these, which in a way kind of makes it part of like his legacy, which I also want to kind of like pay respects to. And I never thought that we'd be making a video like this. And so in terms of personal details, I'm going to keep it short. The things that I know are things that I know, and the things that his family knows are the things that his family knows. And the Flipboard, the creation of this figure, like a lot of things, especially like post-COVID, but it really had nothing to do with COVID. You do all of this online. You meet people online, like Mega J. I knew him for years before we even met. But you know, you meet people online. You have these Zoom calls, and it's still a form of like interpersonal communication, and you still get close to people, and you still feel like you're sort of in the trenches. And I felt like I was in the trenches with him in a good way. And we all did. We were a small team, 5 people, 6 people, and then other artists that came on. Despite all that, I think his demeanor and his character and his word and his honor was always something that shined. And above all else, well, not above all else, but equal to that, his talent. And I think we definitely lost a great one who had I think like a ton of potential, and it's a shame. And I know he was working on things, and he had ideas, and he was going to go for it, which just hurts that you know, the universe or the cards just came out in the way they did to stop all that. So that's it. That's all I want to say. Again, I said this in the beginning of the video, but I say this just kind of as a doctrine of a surety that this has nothing to do with delivery of product. Okay, everything, you know, you don't have to feel bad about saying, well, where's the stuff that I paid for and this and that. Like, you as a consumer, this is not, this doesn't have an effect on that. But out of respect to the artists that make, and the artists just in general that make the things that you like, I just had to say that. And please, I don't know, if you can't keep his family in your thoughts, and hopefully we can come up with something too to sort of like honor him on our side. And just yeah, if you have loved ones out there, you know, just I don't know, I don't want to get into any kind of platitudes on loss and empathy, but you know, just pay attention to signs, I guess, you know, or try, I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, rest in peace. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, rest in peace, man. Ryan Renders Effects. And I hope that those figures just come out and there's something that he would have been proud of, because he was very much in love with working with us and creating a great product. He's an artist. I mean, I've met a lot of artists. I met a lot of people that kind of like fake being artists, you know what I mean? But like, he had a gift for sure. So it's a loss for sure. And he's a great person, and he's a great family person. And, you know, we should all be so lucky to know somebody like that. So that's all I want to say. Yeah, we'll continue with what we do. I have some pre-made videos, so if my demeanor is kind of different, just know, you know, I have a lot of backlog stuff that I publish and I put out, but you know, this one is going to hurt for some time. And we'll keep this line going in his spirit, of course. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for listening, guys.